Hello, beautiful souls. It's Meredith. I am here with just a little extra reading. It's timeless. It's for all signs. It's for when you discover it. It's a check-in kind of reading for all aspects of your life. So we're using Sawyer's Path, one of my favorite decks. You know this. And feel free to ask a question before we get started, but we're going to cover everything from home, life goals, intuition, love and relationships. It's all in here. So we're going to start with the cards in our first position, which are about home, finances, and security. And our first card, oh, how appropriate. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the mother of the material. Beautiful. So this is us being, bringing our self-mastery to our abundance. So that definitely connects for home, finances, and security. If that's something that feels out of harmony to you right now, then calling on the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, calling on your self-mastery, bringing it into the now would be good. This card can indicate that for some of you, you've had a concern about this. Although that's an easy leap, isn't it? We all do have concerns from time to time about our finances and such. So it may be, though, that in the month of November that things feel tighter than normal. So this card is inviting us to see a bigger picture, think beyond what you can see in front of you, and take some things on faith and trust the process that all your needs will be met because you do have the sun. How sweet is that? This is, you know, the most positive card in the tarot deck. This is unity, generosity, abundance. It's fertility. It's joy and happiness. It's good, positive, happy relationships. It's a general sense of harmony across the board. So this is what the Queen is looking at. And this is what she has faith and total faith and trust for. So that would be the message here. And then we have the Star. There are 8 stars here. This connects us to the Strength card in tarot as well. But the Star is, it's a very complex card. It is a message about keeping the faith. It does come after the Tower in tarot. And so when the Tower falls, everything is in the rubble. So this woman here has lost everything. But she's still within the divine flow. She's not in resistance. She's not lamenting what was lost. And as a matter of fact, she's getting into the river of life and beginning to create anew. So this is what the Queen's looking at. She's looking at the sun. When things like the Tower happen, even though we're not seeing the Tower right now, we're seeing after the Tower in the Star. But this is what the Queen does. She just completely surrenders, yields to her total faith, steps into the river of life, and creates what she requires. She is able to masterfully obtain the resources that she needs. So that's the message there. So if you find yourself in what you would consider a tight spot in home, finances, or security, this is the pathway to bring harmony back to that. Okay, so the next aspect is creativity and our projects. We have the Magician. How perfect is that? I mean, he's the embodiment of creativity. He's a master, an infinite master at co-creating with the all that is exactly what he needs. And this sort of follows up from the Star as well. So this is stepping into the river of life over here and beginning to create anew. And then this is making what you desire real. Perfect. And there's no delay on that because you have the 8 of Wands. So as soon as you begin communicating with the helpful people in your life, as soon as you begin articulating exactly what it is you desire and sharing that with the all that is, the universe, action starts happening, and it happens quickly. This is what the Magician does. Oh, I require this. Okay. Let's just make that happen. But then we have the 2 of Pentacles. So this can be the challenge in this situation, that we are negotiating with ourselves. We are having faith, not having faith. It's sort of like a juggling act on the 2 of Pentacles. So The Two of Pentacles, we've got an infinity symbol here with the Magician, and we have an infinity symbol here as well, and we have the sun shining above it. So it's kind of a repeat message. This is more etheric, this is more physical, and this is the process of what happens when you step into the river of life, get in harmony with the flow, start creating, things move swiftly. And then this juggling act that we have been doing that maybe brought us here in the first place harmonizes, balances. We get into the ebb, the flow, the allow, the acceptance. Perfect. Okay, next topic is our energy, our wealth, and our wisdom. Our first card here, Two of Swords. Okay, I'm seeing this card a little differently today. It's usually a person blindfolded. They're going within, sort of tuning out the environment so they could listen to the inner voice and gain perspective, because there's been some sort of a stalemate in a negotiation, and they need the space to listen to their inner wisdom. But I'm seeing this differently, because this is a heart with an all-seeing eye. This is harmony of heart and mind, but I see the blindfold right now as more of a bandage. So this is something in our energy, our wealth, and our wisdom where we have encountered crossed swords. We may feel defensive and protective in these arenas right now. And my feeling is that this is emotional well-being is somehow compromised at this time. And we need to set that right. But we're not there yet. We're making a decision. And it's not a simple one. It's very complex. Card following, it's Four of Swords. So there's progress. But Four of Swords is about rest and relaxation for the spiritual warrior. It's a timeout. It can also indicate in terms of time, which I don't like to really refer to. We'll just say the space feels... The space feels full. And it's time to make a choice. So here we are with time again. The feeling is in the now that a decision is imminent. Like we're feeling as though it is important for us to make the choice. A choice. And here it is on this 2 over here. So as I look at this as a whole, in the foundation of the reading here, the Queen of Pentacles does have a message on her, everything in its own right time. She sees the bigger picture. She understands there's a cycle and a process to it all. She has total faith and trust in that process. She also has total faith and trust that exactly what needs to happen is happening. It is coming into physical form. It's coming out of the infinite love of the universe. It's coming into being, and it's actually moving quite swiftly. Though in the now moment, we have here a feeling of delay on the 4 because of the timeout, requiring a timeout. This is us or someone in our life who is moving through a process in what we would consider slow motion. And we're aware of it if we are doing it. And we also can know that the person, if it's not us and it's someone related to us, in connection with us, they know they're in a slow process and also know that they, too, need to make a choice and be clear about it. The swords are about clarity and truth. So there is a truth that requires expressing, and someone is dragging their feet about it because what comes with this, Tower. The blessing in disguise is the fall of the Tower. This is universal will having its way. The weak foundation has fallen. And if this is us, we're concerned about a repeat of this. Even though we're cultivating and dreaming for a whole new way of being and experiencing the shock and awe factor of the Tower, and universal will having its way, because we didn't get out of the way. We dragged our feet when the Tower happened. It's like we lingered too long in something, and there's a concern that we'll do it again. And this is not the first time we've had this message. In recent daily messages, this has come up over and over. The concern is that we will do it again. So, what you resist persists. So, if you resist moving forward from this, then know that you recreate this scenario. However, you're looking like the Queen would to the Sun, to the Star, to the Magician, and you've made new choices about a new life experience and a new way of being. Though the fear is, will I fall into habits, old ways of being and thinking and doing? So that fear has created the paralysis of analysis here. So a decision hasn't yet been made, but it is being made. You know, actually, my feeling here is with what I'm seeing as a bandage around the heart and the all-seeing eye, we already know what our answer is. We've already made the decision, but for some reason we haven't pulled the trigger out of concern for what occurred with the tower in our past, the unstable foundation of our past. So we're trying to hang out here in this dreamy like limbo and avoid the decision. But it's not so much that, let me rephrase that. We're not avoiding the decision. The decision was made and we said yes, but we're not necessarily letting the other parties involved know that we've said yes, or they're not letting us know that they've said yes. So communication is absolutely required here, and I do feel that it is forthcoming. Okay, the next section here is love and relationships. Let's see what's going on. Our first card is the Six of Wands. Well, good. So this is what happens once we make the decision. Victory and success, a homecoming to the self, this bandage comes off this heart, and things are good. Things are really good. So the question becomes, what are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? You know, my guides are showing me that so many of us, we wear our heart on our sleeve. We really do. And we've been walking around with our heart on our sleeve and this bandage on. It's time to take the bandage off, folks. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new world of experience. It's a whole new world of decision making. And we have to know and trust that we will navigate our way through these tower moments as they unfold for us. But if we stand still, we can't do that. We have to keep it moving. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's some karma here. And we could be creating our own karma by standing still here on this 4 and not making a decision on the, not expressing, oh my goodness, let me restart. By not expressing the decision we made on the 2. Because we haven't taken the bandage off. We haven't fully decided to trust. But we know we want it. And, you know, if it's us, find your bravery. Find your boldness. Find your courage. Find your courage to be vulnerable. And if it's someone connected to us, same message. They're gathering their courage. They're gathering their ability to be vulnerable. Because that tower, it truly is shock and awe when it happens. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to relive it. However, if we stand still, or if they stand still for too long, we end up recreating this anyway. But we're moving with victory. We're moving with success. We've got a beautiful sun above us. We have the sun here. We have the sun here. We have this beautiful golden glow coming out of this too. That could be the sun as well. And here, even on the Wheel of Fortune, there's reconciliation on this card. There's connection with people from our past. I also want to say that this isn't just connection with people from our past. This is events that have recently happened and the cycle that those events are currently in. It's sorting successfully. Okay. And then we have, yes, because of the Hermit. So the Hermit connects to the Four of Swords over here very well. So there was a period of time where there was creative, passionate, vital connection and energy, just like sparks, lightning everywhere, stars. This reminds me of like a cartoon when Pepe Le Pew would fall in love with the beautiful cat, and you know, he would just be over the moon and seeing stars. That's what I feel here. So there was that, and then it went quiet. Maybe not totally quiet, maybe there was some crickets. And it's in this quiet where we all had our tower moments. The people that we are considering as we listen to this reading, they were recalling their own tower moment. We're recalling our tower moment. So it's quiet as we seek enlightenment and we turn back to the Queen, the Sun, the Star, the Magician, the Eight. We have the enlightenment necessary. We can see the way ahead. We need to take the leap of faith and trust that it's going to turn out well. Okay, next phase for us is communication, and we got 4 cards fell out on this one. And we start with, nice, 5 of Swords. Yeah, this is, well, we do have a beautiful sun here, so the clouds are clearing. My feeling here is the 2, the 4, and the 5 of Swords speak to a process. And that process is, for us, the internal mental conflict has created a hollow victory. The hollow victory is the Tower, and the hollow victory is us standing still. Like, okay, I'm all right if I just stand here and do nothing right now. I know what I want, but I'm not going to take a step toward it because I want a reassurance that I'm not having the Tower again. That reassurance is not coming. The decision is pull the Band-Aid off, trust yourself, trust your journey, believe in your dreams, that they are blessings in your life, that you have the enlightenment, the wisdom, and all this beautiful, universal, divine energy behind you. It's at your back supporting you. And talk about making decisions. Here's a brilliant strategist right here. And in this deck, I love the Queen of Swords, that she emerges from a rose, because at her heart of hearts, she's pure raw love. And like the King, she will defend her truth to the death. And she doesn't suffer a fool, not even herself. So this is a card of, there's no better way to put it, get off your ass and do something. Cut through your own BS and don't accept BS from anyone else. And if you're getting BS, walk on. Okay? Because it's just going to create more of the 5 of Swords situation. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles. This is connecting to our 4 of Swords. It's a little bit, how do I want to put this? What do my guides want to say here? It's a little bit more peaceful. I mean, it's pretty peaceful and serene over here, but this is a little more peaceful and serene. But this is holding on too tightly. And what I feel is it's holding on too tightly of the experiences of the past and our inability to pull that Band-Aid off the heart. So for me here, I feel because she's next to the Queen and the Queen is saying, get off your ass, make a move, take a step, she's about to. That's the feeling I have. And then the last card that came with this is the Moon. Okay, listen to your intuition, listen to your inner voice, and don't be afraid of the things you can't see. That's us making up illusions around the Tower, okay? There's progress too. I think this is 16, 17, 18 in tarot, so it is a process. We are moving through it. So I want to say high five to us all, because it's not simple. And the cards are being very direct. It is a very complex experience as we navigate it. And we do want to protect ourselves. Sometimes we feel defensive. Sometimes we feel reluctant to let things go because we're uncertain of what they'll be replaced with. But what they're being replaced with is all of our dreams, goals, intentions over here in the Sun, the Magician, the 8, and so on. The 6, the Hermit, the Wheel. I mean, we're being delivered some beautiful energies. So we have to trust that when we let go of old ways of being, Okay, just had a minor interruption. My battery drained on the camera. So the last thing I was saying was that when we let go of old ways of being, we have to trust what fills in that space is better than we dreamed or even anticipated. Okay, so the next section we're moving on to is intuition and trust. And we have 3 of Cups. And then we have 10 of Cups. Ooh. And we have Knight of Cups. Well, this is great. Do you see how this is all connecting here? You know, the cups are all about emotion and love and intuition. So perfect that it comes in the intuition section of the reading. And this brings me back to the very first section over here with the Queen and the Star, and then moving into the Magician. We're seeing the progress of setting how we, when we set our intentions, and we start to see them blossom and become real. You know, we're watching that happen here with the 3, the 10, and the Knight. And that's a beautiful progress there. So it does come back to that these being the dreams and wishes we hoped and prayed for, set intentions for, they are coming into the now. I like that this is aligned here with this section, the Magician section in here. And this is really the heart of the reading. So it's coming through the heart of the reading. It's all down here in the foundation. It's taking root and blossoming here, and then we're seeing it become a reality. So Knight of Cups, this is an offer, and most often an offer of love or messages of love. 10 of Cups, definitely a fulfillment of a dream. And then 3 of Cups, there's a sense of celebration and community, and it can be seen in a variety of ways here too. It can be your cup, the other person's cup, and then what you create together. It can also be coming out of these 2 cups here, coming from or a result of all of this over here. So it could be coming out of the Tower. It could be coming out of making the decision, and then the decision to move on and join forces with the one you care so much for. Now that can be, I mean, we did have a creativity project section, but this can relate to that as well. So this could be us putting our focus and energy into our creative projects, seeing them come to fulfillment, being in harmony with the messages and the intuitions that we get about it. I do feel, though, because we have the 10 of Cups here, this definitely relates to home, family, beloved relationships, our family, our friends, and so on. So pay attention to the messages that you are getting from your own intuition, your own empathic gifts. Listen to them. You have the Moon here, too, so there's plenty of that on tap. You have the Hermit as well. And then you have all these desires and intentions set down here in the foundation, the decisions that have been made around that, and then the encouragement to take action on those decisions. And taking actions on those decisions brings us what we see here, this 10 of Cups, this Knight, and the 3. It's beautiful. Take the leap of faith. Do just what that Queen of Swords was saying and get off your butt. It's okay to make the offer. Feel free to make the offer. And I'm going to leave that there. Okay, last section is life goals and spirituality. And our first card here is the World. Beautiful. So there's a little more karma on this card, a little more reconciliation going on. This connects very well to the Wheel of Fortune. So that's 2 in the major arcana that bring that message. So there are people from our past returning, and there are events from our past coming into the now for review, for new decisions to be made, and we're moving forward. We are in a cycle. We're moving forward. We are in harmony ultimately. It's just that at certain points along the way we drag our feet, or we witness the people connected to us dragging their feet. So our job when we witness that is to be compassionate, and offer unconditional love. All right, next card. Three of Pentacles. Beautiful card. This is the card of the craftsman, the artisan, and this is us crafting our life, our dreams and our goals. It connects to the Magician, it connects to this Queen, the Sun, the Star, all of it, the Wheel, the World. This is us using our self-mastery to co-create the life of our dreams on a firm foundation. And then we have the Empress, and she represents us as well. She's full of abundance, fertility, creativity, passion. She is the mother of the tarot. So she's also shown heavily pregnant most times in the tarot. So this is also about us giving birth to our life. This is why it's important to honor the Tower, honor the experiences that we've had that were painful, that were hard to overcome. Know that not only are they character building, but they help us define exactly what it is we're going for, so we can have some gratitude for that. So it's time to set these swords down. And it's time to come out of this sleepy limbo place. The process of recovering from the Tower, that's been ongoing, and it's been done successfully. It just seems as though the energy is speaking to us lingering there with what if. And will I repeat those circumstances? There just seems to be like a pause button being held down. Take your finger off of it. Because you're moving forward successfully through your enlightenment, your experience. This gave you experience. You got self-mastery from that. You moved on from that. And you've sort of been up and down with your thoughts in your head, the mental process. That's why the Queen has come in. That's why this 5 is here. You actually argued with yourself about it. So the Queen is saying, cut that off and move on now. Offer your cup or accept the one that's being offered to you. Sweet. Okay. This is the what's going on with my life reading. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, and subscribe here on the channel. I do appreciate that. I will connect this for you for about a week or so at the end of the daily readings. So leave some comments and let us know about your journey here, and let us know what cup you're offering or the one that's being offered to you. Tell us about it. Everybody loves to everybody loves to read the comments on the channel. It's inspiring to other people to share like that. So thank you again for watching, everyone. If you'd like to book a private reading, you can do that in the description box below. Bye for now. Check out the dailies.